Based on your experience, what would you say is the biggest myth in the eyes of non-marketers about marketing in higher ed?
I think the biggest myth is that there's a perception about the value and the return on investment that you can get from marketing. And we do live in a data-driven world, right? And so there's very little that we do as marketers that we can't track. Almost everything can be tracked. Everything can be tested. And so it's very easy for us to show the return on investment of what you get by an incremental dollar that's spent on marketing. But the old adage of 50% of your marketing can't be measured, right? That doesn't apply anymore. And so working with school leaders to understand that marketing is a necessary investment. It's something that has a proven ROI. And we can show you how that is so that you can see that if I spend this extra money in marketing, I'll see how many more students I'm going to get. But it's that area that people never understood that everything now in this world really can be tracked that way.
That leads me to a point around risk. One of the things I see about technology is it's helped marketers and business people in general de-risk experimentation. They can quickly adapt and move to the next idea without a catastrophe happening with the organization. What's your message to higher ed marketers around innovation and risk taking?
The schools that are being very successful today are the ones that are the risk takers. They're the schools that are being very innovative in their approaches. They're looking at programs as products. They're looking at that whole student experience. There are lots of hypotheses on where higher education will go and what's going to happen to all the schools that are out there, and will you have a world in 10 years where you have the giants and you have schools that have gone away, and my position and my belief is that every school can be successful if you become innovative in your approach. And part of that innovation is risk-taking. And higher ed has not been an industry that has been open to taking risks as an industry for a very long time. But now is the opportunity for schools to do that because the market is moving so fast. The old adage of Moore's Law, it's faster than that now, right? I mean, it's the changes in digital marketing today versus where they were a year ago, and the changes in the competitive environment and what schools are doing, it's just moving so fast. And so the schools that are going to thrive in the new world are the schools that are being very realistic and honest with themselves about where they are strong and where they are weak, and then spending money to invest in areas that will help them grow and open new markets for them or help them get more out of their local markets, whatever the case may be.
And higher ed marketers are the ones who can lead the way.
Higher ed marketers definitely lead the way. I mean, it's the data that a school can get on the target demographic and other areas that would be good areas for them to invest the incremental marketing dollar in, or programs that they should add. Everything should be data driven. If you talk about academic programs as an example, there is so much data that can be used to educate a school on what new program they should offer, how might they tweak a program to make it more relevant in the market. And that's all data driven, that's all marketing driven at the end of the day.